BMX time.
BMX boys have a lot of fun. 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 They ride their bikes out in the sun. They do a 180, then they double it up. 360 turn. Wow.
As well as Britain's Tim March, the current #1, and many more brilliant bikers. So let's get down to the racing. First race up is the over 13s. Andy Ruffell's up there. He's going to tell us about the teams, the captains, the rules, and what they should be doing on this Hounslow track. Here's Andy.
Okay, this is where the action starts. These are the main events. We've got on the line the first of the finals. They've got to get the whole shot out of this gate. Now, there's a couple of guys to look out for. We've got Nicky Dalton in the red line strip over the far side of the gate, and we've also got Gary in the Halfords gear, another one to watch. This is going to be a fantastic race.
Set them up and good luck. And on the inside, we have Ian Dixon for Team Green, Dean White for Team Blue, Wayne Llewellyn for Team Black, John Bentley for Team Yellow, and for Team Gold, it's Simon Hayes. And then next to him, the British champion, Nicky Dalton for Team White, and Gary Chamlich, the 6'3" 13-year-old for Team Red. And on the outside in Team Silver, it's Sean Gilmore, the 13-year-old main, which in BMX means the final. And who's going to win this one and score points for his team? As over the first speed jump goes Wayne Llewellyn, getting clear of the pack now. And second jump there, and he's still staying clear and upright on his bike with a big challenge coming from Gary Chamlich. And he closed the gap for his team. As they come round now, that big berm, and it's Chamlich looking as if he's going to try and close up on that finishing straight as they whack around now. Can he actually do it? He's getting desperate behind, and still it's Llewellyn from Chamlich. It's Hayes dropping into third, and Nicky Dalton's back in fourth place. Powering in to take maximum points, it's Wayne Llewellyn for Team Black, followed by the Team Red rider, Gary Chamlich, and for Gold Team, it's Hayes in third.
Okay, good result.
Yeah, good race.
Got
a good start. Yeah, I saw that start. That was a real good start. As they come out the gate, everybody wants to get the whole shot. That's getting out the gate first, because a good start is essential if you want to get points for your team.
Okay, BMX fans, this is how the score stands after round 1 of Track Wars last week. Eric Rupe's red team are out in the lead, Tim March's gold team next, and the whites, led by our very own Andy Ruffell, move up into third place after that amazing ride in the superclass at Hounslow. Remember, Andy led from start to finish and was really flying. Right, that's the scores so far. I'll just tell you how the scoring works. You get 8 points for a win, 7 for second, 6 for third, right the way down for 1 if you come last. Anyway, enough of the chat, let's get on with the action.
This is the 13 main. In Team Green, Ian Dixon. Team White, Nicky Dalton. Team Red, Andy Welsh. Team Black, Wayne Llewellyn. Team Blue, Dean White. Team Gold, Simon Hayes. Team Silver, Lee Flavin. And Team Yellow, that's Mark Smethurst. The 13s, they exclude King Kong, that big mountain, down the short course.
This time then, riders ready, pedals ready.
There they go from the gate, and already a good start there by Wayne Llewellyn that's charged into the lead. Round that first berm, he's come full out in front. And Nicky Dalton chasing in second. Simon Hayes tries to come through for the gold team in fourth place, but drops back and leaving Lee Flavin third, but out in front still. Wayne Llewellyn from Nicky Dalton, being chased in third by Lee Flavin. Just that final speed jump for Wayne Llewellyn, he takes it clean, sits in first place, no trouble at all for Wayne Llewellyn. Nicky Dalton drops into second, and Lee Flavin takes third silver.
There you go, the first race down. Well done, Wayne. How'd it go?
Well, I got a good start again.
Yeah.
Then I took the first jump wheel. That put me into a further lead.
Right. One of your teammates second there, Andy.
Yeah, that's right. We've got Nicky Dalton for the white team. How did that race go, Nick?
Well, I thought it went well. I've got quite a good gate. So I slowed down a bit on the first berm, but yeah, I think he'd have done it.
Yeah, well, you had a reasonable gate, but I think Wayne just had the edge on you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Right, practice a few more gates now, then.
Hi, welcome to Birmingham for round 3 of the Kelloggs BMX Track Wars tournament. We've actually got a custom-built track this week. completely built for the Kellogg's tournament. It's big, it's bold, and it really is fast and furious. Here's how the teams are at the moment, point-wise. In the lead is Tim March, the gold team. They're leading Eric Rupe's red team, and that was because two incredible incidents last week in Wigan. You may remember Tim was involved in an amazing race with Andy Ruffell. He beat him there, and in the US Pro class, Eric Rupe was completely wiped out, and that made Tim take the lead. We've actually got two riders who haven't been beaten at all yet. We've got Wayne Llewelyn in the 13-year-olds and Sarah J. Nichols for the girls. Should be interesting here today at Birmingham. 8 points for a win, 7 for second, right the way down to 1 for last place. Let's get on with the action.
And here is the black team's unbeaten Wayne Llewelyn on the line in the 13-year-old main. But he's in gate number 7 on the outside,
Okay, guys,
whilst his
get
chief
ready.
rival, Nicky Dalton, for the white team, has a much better draw in lane 2.
Set them up. Good luck. Watch the lights.
This is the anxious moment as they get away from that gate and into that first vital corner. It's Llewelyn who steals a good lead. Leaf Laving falls, and Llewelyn has trouble with the straw bales, giving Nicky Dalton a chance to get clear. Nicky Dalton's gone clear ahead of them now, and the big pursuit is coming up from behind as Mark O'Connor hammers after him with Wayne Llewelyn for good company, still in the lead though. It's Nicky Dalton powering away, Mark O'Connor second, and Llewelyn comes on the inside, gets inside Mark O'Connor, cleanly there as he goes after the leader, but into the finishing straight. Nicky Dalton over that final jump. Nicky Dalton for Team White first, Wayne Llewelyn Team Black second, and Mark O'Connor Team Yellow third.
Well, in spite of the bad draw, Wayne led into the first berm, but slid wide into the straw bales and let Nicky Dalton through. And a BMX point to take note of there, Wayne Llewelyn was actually placed last for not wearing his gloves. Hi BMX fans, and welcome to round 4 of our BMX Kellogg's Track Wars competition. It all happened last week in Birmingham, didn't it? And we're back here today because it's so exciting here, a custom-built track with one controversial berm, the one that caused all the problems last week. We've actually put another berm in, we've put some speed jumps in. It's going to be even more exciting this week, and it really is going to test our superstar BMX riders. This is the way the team stood at the end of last week. Tim March's gold team still out in front with the reds and the blues on equal points, not too far behind. We're exactly halfway through the series, so there's still a bit of time for the others to catch up. The first riders, the 13-year-olds, are already on the start line. Let's find out who they are from David Duffield.
Over on the extreme white for the green team, we have Sean Gilmore, the European novices champion from last year. All the way down from Scotland, the Scottish #1, that's Andy Welsh for the silver team. Alongside him, for the blue team, we have Ian Dixon. Next, that's Russell Jarvis, the red team rider, and Wayne Llewelyn for the black team. He's the European champion as well. Alongside him, we've got Simon Hayes for the gold team, and Mark O'Connor, the local lad from Studley, rides for the yellow team. An extreme left of the gate is Nicky Dalton for the white team. There's a good crowd turned out today to watch the action, with Wayne Llewelyn and Simon Hayes slap bang in the centre of the gate. Good position to get into that sharp left-hand bend first of all. A lot of trouble there for Simon Hayes, who goes into the bales but manages to stay upright. It's Andy Welsh that couldn't make the berm. He's gone down, and Welsh drops back into last place. Up in front, it's Simon Hayes, still over the jump, with Dalton in second place. Simon Hayes has gone high on the berm, now Dalton to come inside. Dalton's going over the top of that big jump and over the two whoops. Yes, he's got in the lead, clear in the front, and that's Dalton, #1 up in front. Dalton from Hayes, and in third place, it's Sean Gilmore. Into the finishing straight, over that final jump. No trouble at all for Nicky Dalton to take maximum points for the white team in first place. Simon Hayes takes second for the gold team, and Sean Gilmore in third place for the green team. And that's the second win on the trot for Nicky Dalton.
And just one faller in that race, Wayne Llewelyn looking rather dazed.
That was quite a bunch up in the first turn. How did you manage to come out in first?
I don't know. I think quite a few people sort of skidded out and I managed to get between them.
That's right. That was an excellent manoeuvre over this, over the double whoops there. You went straight past Simon Hayes, I think it was.
And I did that.
Well, Wayne's back on his feet and there's no real harm done. Hi BMX fans, welcome to round 5 of the Kellogg's BMX Track Wars Championships. We're in the northeast this week, we're at Gateshead, and it really is going to be exciting. Not only have we got the top boys on the track, but we have got some incredible freestylers. Big question that we've of course got to ask today is, can Andy Patterson's team stay in the lead? They were 6th after Wigan, and within 2 weeks they've now shot up into first place. They've got a 10-point lead, and Andy Patterson's here. Your Blues are doing really well.
Yes, Tim Print and the 14s have really done an excellent job for us. He's gotten us 26 points, and also Billy Stupple in the freestyle with 23 points.
Right. And how about your own performances? Are you happy?
Yeah, I've been, pretty sick through most of the Kellogg series, but the last race I did really well. I got a second and a third, and right now I'm tied for second place.
Right. So we should see some hot action from Andy Patterson's Blues today.
Yeah, we should really do well.
Well, let's not hang about. The 13-year-olds are already on the start line and itching to go. David Duffield's going to tell us who they are.
Thanks, Mick. On the left-hand side of the gate for the white team, that's Nicky Dalton, the British champion. And alongside him, the Scots #1, riding for the silver team, that's Andy Welsh. Lee Flavin rides for the yellow team. He was #2 in the UK last year. Alongside him for the gold team, that's Simon Hayes. Next, for the green team, Sean Gilmore. And John Bentley rides for the red team. The blue team, that's Ian Dixon. And on the extreme right for the black team, Davy Reid, also down from Scotland.
Good luck.
Ahead of them, a very tricky track now.
Watch the light.
And that double jump, which has caused so much trouble as they head towards it now. And it's Andy Welsh that goes clear. Andy Welsh made a very good start there. Behind him, it's Simon Hayes in second place and Nicky Dalton back in third. Welsh is looking very comfortably. The Scottish #1 who fell last week is comfortably, but he's looking over his shoulder to see there's trouble coming up as Nicky Dalton has now got into second place and pushed Simon Hayes back into third. In fact, Simon Hayes has dropped back into fourth. Still in the front, Andy Welsh takes those double jumps and into the berm for the final time. Welsh goes down and Dalton forces his way through the gap, but over the line it's Simon Hayes in first place. Dalton takes second and John Bentley goes into third.
Okay, Simon, what a race! Did you think that guy? You didn't expect that guy to do that in the last guy?
No. Well, I got quite a good start, but I got pushed out of the whoops. Then I thought I'd had it. I was in third, and the guy slid out in front of Nicky, and Nicky rode into him. And I just came through on the inside into first.
So that gave you a chance for the first place. Did you jump those doubles at the beginning, or did you ride them?
I was the only one to jump them, I think.
And you think that gave you the advantage?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, BMX fans, they're up at the start hill for the first main, and so is David Duffield.
In gate #1, riding for the silver team, the Scots #1, Andy Welsh. Then for the blue team, we have Ian Dixon. John Bentley rides for the red team. And for the black team, also down from Scotland, Davy Reid. The white team rider is Nicky Dalton, who's been virtually unstoppable in the series so far. For the yellow team, Jared Potter, it's the first time he's made his way through to the main, whereas for the gold team, Simon Hayes won last week. For the green team, that's Sean Gilmore.
This is how the points are looking so far. Andy Patterson's blue team, they're in front, but the whites led by Andy Ruffell and the golds led by Tim March, they're hot on their heels. So for the final time, let's go, go, go.
Get through. Set them up, guys. Watch
And the gate goes down, and right in the middle, it's Nicky Dalton who makes a very good start indeed. Dalton's got problem on the inside as Jared Potter sweeps through on that berm, and it's Dalton out in the thick and sticky, and Jared Potter's gone over the top of him now. Jared Potter, what a superb piece of bike riding by this young fellow. And Dalton has all the work to do on the outside. He's got him right up against the top of that berm on the triple hoops and takes him smoothly. But Dalton sweeps up and uses the inside line, coming up on the inside of Jared Potter, up the steps and the next step. And what a tremendous piece of bike riding by Dalton, but he's lost it. He lost it and Potter's coming back at him. Potter really came back at him and towards the line. They spit it out shoulder to shoulder. Jared Potter and Nicky Dalton on the line. Well, I had difficulty sorting out those two. Ian Dixon took third, though. What a finish.
Well, we thought you had a win there, Nick. Obviously not. The judges have decided not. The judges are on a little meeting down the bottom there. Someone get the Kodak out.
Well, that wasn't a bad race, Nick. You slipped a pedal down there. What happened there?
Well, I slipped out on the berm. Just couldn't get back on very well.
Yeah, it's because it's rain, really. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, Andy, it's Jared Potter riding for the yellows.
Okay, Jared, well, what sort of gate did you get? Was it all right?
Best gate I've had all day.
Good, good. What do you think about racing in these conditions?
It don't bother me as long as the track ain't too muddy and slippy.
Yeah, was the track very slippery?
No.
Cool. Well, that was a bit of a tussle by the finish line. Did you think you won it?
I wasn't sure. I wouldn't like to decide.
Well, I know I'm biased towards my team rider, but Jared on the far side certainly looked surprised at getting the win.
So goodbye, gang, and I, for one, will remember this series for a long, long time.
Pedals ready, go, go, go. Riders ready, pedals ready, go, go, go.
The bike banged into my shin and it just major pain.
Once you get the bug, you're gonna
Because I'm a show off.
quarter pipe, 360 turns, and everybody else.
Too well.
For the other kid who dares to grab your leg.
Oh.
was a mason.
I didn't like wet lettuce. I've never roasted bad in my life.
I just praise the Lord for everything.
I just attribute that all to Jesus Christ.
Bye BMXers, see you next time.